Good morning. I'm stuffy every single morning. I'm not sure if it's because I have allergies or what. I don't get a cold. Not I don't really get sick. My immune system is actually pretty good. Other than being stuffed up in the morning. It's like throughout the day I'm fine. Just in the morning, I'm not sure if it's because there's pet dander in my house or whatever. Um, I love animals. I believe I'm allergic to cats because every time I pet a cat, even though I love animals, I have to wash my hands because, we touch our face hundreds of times a day. And if I pet a cat and I touch, it's like, my eyes are watery, but they're dry. My nose, it's weird. How do your eyes, how are they? They're irritated, dry, but they're watery. It's just a weird combination. Any event, I just wanted to share a couple stories this morning before I head out for the rest of the day. Um, I don't have internet access when I leave my house intentionally. I have a crappy little iPhone 5 that I got free from my dad because my other phone died, which it was a phone with a keyboard. It was one of those slide phones with a keyboard because I'm like, I'm not really into having smart or Android or whatever. So he gave me that phone and I've had it for 2 years. And I don't go online on it. I strictly use it for texting when I want to meet up with my children, or use it as a regular phone for my business, my cleaning business. So, anyways, now that I just explained something that you don't care anything about, you're like, that's nice. Who cares? um, yeah, I wanted to share a few stories before I got to know the Lord Jesus Christ. Um, I was 21 years old when I was pregnant with my first daughter. Yes, babies having babies. I was a baby when I had her. And I was driving. I was 8 months pregnant. I was probably 3, maybe 4 weeks away from having her. And so I was huge. I gained so much weight with my first pregnancy. I blew up everywhere, which is interesting because my other two pregnancies, I didn't gain the water weight everywhere like I did with my first pregnancy. I had weight in my face, weight in my fingers, weight in my toes. Yeah, I had weight everywhere, water weight. So I was a meatball. It was a cute pregnant meatball. So I was coming back from work. I used to work at the time. I was working at Hewlett Packard in Chelmsford, Mass. So the commute was awful, Route 3. But I was coming home, and it was in the winter. Actually, what was weird is she was born in April, so it wasn't even winter. It was the end, but we had snow because there was loads of snow piles still. Anyways, maybe it was an unsuspecting storm. It was in 1998. So anyways, I'm driving home and I had a crappy little Pontiac at the time. Crappiest car I've ever had. And I didn't have winter tires on it because we were a couple of kids, both working, supporting ourselves. And my as I was turning a corner, my car started to slide, and I didn't want to slide into the person that was pulling out at that intersection. So I cut my wheel pretty hard and I nosedived into a 2-foot snowbank. And this was in March. So yeah, that was kind of late in the year to still have that much snow. And like, here I am full on pregnant. I'm like, oh, I get out of my car and the beautiful people, I had three different people come out of their cars and push my car out of the snowbank. And I did thank them, but I so wish I, could properly thank them even today. And I asked the Lord Jesus Christ that I'd love to be able to thank certain people, like more so instead of just a quick, ah, thanks, thank you, I'd like to let them know how much it really meant to me. So that was one incident. So I feel like it was like at the right time. There's no coincidences, that's something you discover when you start building your relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ. He has his hands in everything. There's no coincidences. I just see 11:11 on my clock. My laptop is off, by the way. It's like an hour ahead, and my daughter's fixed it, and then it's popped back, and my computer's doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So I'm like, it's gonna die. It's glitching. I don't know. Spiritual warfare. I don't know. But that's so nice to see 11:11. It makes me smile. Um, so the other one was after my daughter was born, still driving that crappy Pontiac. It broke down in Nashua, New Hampshire. That's where we were living at the time. And it was a hot summer day because she was born in April, so she was only a couple months old. So it was like July maybe, and the car broke down. And we didn't have AAA at the time because, again, we were a couple kids. I was 21, he was 23. We were a couple hardworking kids who didn't really have any money. We didn't have a lot of help from our parents. We were mostly doing it on our own. So, and we made too much money to qualify for any kind of assistance. They we qualified for WIC, but we were like, I didn't want to go through all the trouble to do WIC, but other than that, we didn't have any like food stamps or anything like that. So, and diapers and formula, cans of formula, which by the way, wouldn't recommend formula. It's all poisoned. Breastfeed your children. But anyways, yeah, it's just so expensive. So, my car breaks down, hot, hot, hot out. The Lord Jesus Christ was watching out for us. It just so happened. And Nashua is a pretty large city. I mean, it's not like New York City, but Nashua is pretty big. And it just so happens that a tow truck, a guy that was done at the end of the day, and he was off duty, and he saw that we were broke down on this major intersection right outside, excuse me, bubble again. What's up with these? I guess I'm glad I'm not expelling it the other way. So it just so happened he was off duty, and he was such a nice guy. You never know. He could have been an angel. Who knows? You don't know that, whether it was an angel or not. Came by and he said, hey, you guys need help? And we're like, yeah, we're stuck. He was off duty. Wasn't going to even charge us. We didn't have really any cash on us at all. So I think we gave him $25 in cash when he brought the car back to my in-laws' house at the time. But again, no coincidences. The Lord Jesus Christ was looking out for me and my family so many different times. Here's a crazy incident. I was driving on the highway one time, My daughter's in the back seat, toddler, and I was driving on the highway. I'm not sure if I was on 93 or what, but people go really fast. People don't go 65 on the highway. They go like 80, whatever. And I'm driving, and I see in my peripheral vision this car's flying alongside of me. They put their brakes on. The back of their car like whips around as I'm driving my car, and then it's like stopped right there. And so instead of slamming into my car, it had stopped right there as I kept driving. And I'm so weird and like pretending like everything's cool. I'm like driving and I look at that and I'm driving, not really even thinking about like, wow, that was weird. And I just driving. Not thinking like, why did that happen? What's going on with those two guys? The looks on their faces, the car was whipped right around and then was parallel to my car as I was like driving on the highway, and I just watched and just kept driving, not thinking anything of it, like, oh, that's weird. Again, Lord Jesus Christ was watching out for me. That car could have slammed into my car, spun me out of control, and it could have been something really, really, really bad. So, and throughout my life, when I think about it, when I look back with new eyes, I've had maybe about a dozen times where I find feathers. I know some people get a little weird about it, like, that's kind of funny or whatever, but I don't really know what I'm thinking when I find the feathers, because I didn't I don't know if I really believed in angels. I kind of, I'm like, you're just, I had an open mind to it. I had an open mind to it. I was like, yeah. But I mean, they may have wings, they may not. Some may have wings, some probably don't. I don't really know, but like physical feathers. Like I was working in a courthouse cleaning, and I don't know what I was thinking. I don't remember. I don't know what I was thinking yesterday, So I'm walking through the hallway and I see a white feather. Like, and the thing is, out of all the stuff, I mean, when you're working in a courthouse cleaning at the time, you find a lot of stuff, gum, buttons, paper clips, whatever. But it's like even a part of me knew there was a significance to seeing a feather, that there, like, it was a little bit more special, that there was something about it, like a part of me, I'd smile when I'd see the feather, even though I wasn't thinking that an angel was there, if that makes sense. Like I'd smile where it make me feel very warm inside, and just I'd find a peace in it, but I wasn't thinking about anything. It just sorry, my ex is texting me so I can meet up with our son. Um so so yeah, if you look back in your life, it's amazing how much you see, even though you didn't believe in him, how much the Lord Jesus Christ was watching out for you so many times, so many times. I mean, I could go on and on about different things that it just, to know how loving he is, to know how patient he is, and that he wasn't very far, even though I didn't know that he was right there. Like, I'm watching out for you, that I love you, and I'm waiting for you. Just waiting for your, I was gonna say dumbass. To realize it. Gotta be me. Just waiting for you to realize it. I'm here. He knew. It was the thing is, it was good timing. He knew the right time to pluck me out. I had to go through so many trials. I had to I had to suffer. I had to go through that pain. But he wasn't too far that whole time. I had to grieve. I had to feel like um, I had no one in this world. I had to get to that point where when he finally opened up my eyes, I knew in my heart and my whole being that he's the only one that will never leave me. He's the only one that will love me unconditionally. He's the only one that will see me for me, and see my heart. So I just wanted to share that before I head out. I hope this blesses one person. And I want you to know that he isn't very far. He's always been with you. He's just, if you're not born again, figure out how to be born again by admitting your guilt, letting it all go and giving it all to the Lord Jesus Christ, and say sorry. Ask him to come into your life. Ask him to come into your heart. You have to have a pure heart and you have to humble yourself. You got to let it all go. All of it. What you think it's like the world is not what you think it is. And he wants to rescue you away from it. And you want to be rescued away from it. So I can guarantee you that this world is evil, evil, evil. So I've come into so many truths. It's about how evil and vile this world is, and some of the stuff I wish I didn't know. Yeah. I gotta stop saying certain words like wish. I wish I didn't know, or unfortunately. It's like these words that Satan slipped in, fortunate, wish, luck, whatever. It's like it's really hard to, when you've been saying certain things for so long and you're just so used to saying it. It's really hard habits to break, but I'm really trying to be conscious about breaking them. So I hope you have a very good weekend. I'm off to the thrift store too to buy my nephews some school clothes. I can't believe summer's almost over. I feel like I spent a good portion of it trying to do yard work that I didn't accomplish. And now it's over. It's like, okay, it looks all right, I guess. The snow will cover it. All right, have a good day. And God bless. And I love you.